Hello, welcome to Quantum Awaken Mind. Today I wanted to share something that completely changed the way I see life. Let's walk together and talk about why our subconscious is running our life. I wanted to talk about this first because it's one of the most important concepts we need to discover. As I am walking, I'm getting a lot of thoughts about why we get stuck in life. Why every time we want to change, same people, same situations appear in our life. The reason is that we are living life, seeing life, experiencing life through our beliefs, perceptions, and programmed thoughts. When we were a child, from age 1 to 7, whatever we saw, we experienced, we believed. Whatever our parents said, or the culture said, religion said, anything that was told, we believed and made it our rule. And we look through our life with the same lens, the lens that was put on us through our parents, schools, teachers, government, all kinds of things that we thought it is our idea and that's the truth, and we just kind of took over and started believing it without even questioning it. As a child, why would you question, right? You just believed whatever there is, whatever you were told, because you came to this life to an empty mind, empty consciousness, just ready to absorb anything that you see. So when you're a child, if you saw your parents fighting, if you saw your mom speaking in a certain way about a certain person or a situation, if you saw your dad having lack of money, making negative comments about money or people or family members, everything was downloaded into your subconscious. So not even that. And then images. The images are even more important because subconscious holds on to images and records things that happen to us without words. If you saw your mom behaving in any way, you saw somebody look at you in any way, you saw some kid being bullied, or you saw somebody get hurt, your subconscious, when you're watching, does not know the difference between if it's happening to you or somebody else. So whatever it sees at that moment, it records. Let's say you saw somebody get bullied and got into a fight, and you feel emotion towards that person, a child or a girl going into a fight. Your subconscious sees that and thinks that it's you. You're the one who's going into that fight, and it remembers that fear or that emotion, and it stores it. It stores it because its job is to protect you. So anything that's negative, full of fear, that needs to be protected, that needs protection, it just holds it for another time, another situation appears, it's there to protect you. So in these kind of situations, in a negative situation, let's say something that you've seen or you've experienced something extremely fearful becomes a trauma. And these traumas sometimes get stuck in our body and then creates a sickness, an illness later on in our life. We will go into that in details another time. But today is our subconscious mind, how it dictates all our thoughts, all our emotions, all our decisions, how we see life, how we believe who we are, how we believe what we're capable of. Everything is designed and ready in your subconscious from your childhood memories. Whenever you feel stuck in life, you should go back and think, when did I adopt this feeling? Why do I feel stuck? What am I doing that's similar to something I've seen in my life as I was growing up? Am I really stuck, or I feel stuck? Or do I feel neglected? Or is it something that I saw or felt as a child that I'm reliving this? Whatever kind of emotions and images that our body and mind has held on to in order to protect itself will keep popping up in your life. Because we as humans, we have a vibration in our body, an electricity, magnetic electricity around us. And whatever kind of emotion, feeling, and thought that we think about or feel, those feelings and emotions will come back to us. This is the law of the universe. Everything has an opposite, and everything has, it's the attraction, law of attraction. It's the law of the universe that whatever you put out, the same thing will come back to you. The universe doesn't know that this is what you want or you don't want. Whatever you're feeling, it just operates with your emotions, feelings, and your emotions and feelings create frequencies. And these frequencies are what you are sending out to the universe, and you're attracting back the same situation. I have so many stories to tell you and share with you how I experienced this law of attraction, minute by minute and hour by hour. I will do another video for that. Now, going back to your subconscious. Your subconscious is the ruler of your decision making and the rule of your actions, your perceptions, how you see people, how you behave in certain situations. We mimic everything that we've seen through our, by visualizing, seeing our parents, our culture, without realizing, without thinking, without paying attention. We make decisions, we judge, we even judge ourselves. And hold on 1 minute, someone's come. And we start judging others. We have expectations because this is how it should be. You don't even know why, but this is how it should be because that's how you grew up. We start criticizing every people, every situation. Most of all, we criticize ourselves. We're never happy with what we're doing. That's another story where we'll get to, definitely. It's a deep one. So all of these things All these decisions and thoughts all come from our programmed subconscious thoughts, beliefs, and emotions that we have stored in our body. And then when you're living through this blinded, foggy lens without asking yourself, is this feeling the right feeling, or is this thought the right feeling? Without asking yourself these questions, you just end up living like in a loop, just over and over, the same situations, the same people. They're just showing up, and then you're unhappy. You're just unhappy because you're always focusing on the negative anyway, because you're always in the fight and flight. So, because that's where your brain is. Constantly you're aware, ready to attack, or ready to shut down because of fear, or you don't want to talk, or you're ready to numb yourself, all kinds of stuff. So when we live sleeping to these thought patterns that's been controlling our life, we will just become unhappy, angry, resentful, hopeless, unworthy, negative, pessimistic people. Why? Why? Why would you want to live like that? When you start paying attention to your feelings and your thoughts, where they're coming from, why am I feeling this way? What's the reason for me to feel unworthy? What's the reason for me to feel angry, jealous? Where did I take these emotions? When did I first time experience these emotions as a child? And then once you realize, change them. Change them to positive. Put something positive. Focus on the positive. And tell yourself, these feelings don't belong to me anymore. I let go. This doesn't belong to me. This feeling belongs to my mom, my dad, or the culture I don't believe in, religion, anything. You've adapted it somewhere, and it's making you unhappy. Why keep it? You need to just wake up and see that your mind, your subconscious, is what is controlling you. Your life, your thoughts, your emotions. Here we are, very loud kids. Let's see, this is my first time, but I will be posting more stuff. I have always very different ideas and questions. I question everything in my life, every situation, every conflict, or every negative feeling I go through, and I question and try to find the root cause of why. And I will definitely come up with so many different things to think about, but this is something that you should really explore and think about. You can also get my book and read. It goes more deep into details for personal journey and growth, and we'll see where it goes. Until our next walk, maybe you will like walking with me 15-20 minutes a day. Keep noticing your thoughts, because every thought is shaping the person you're becoming. And who do you want to become? If today's walk helped you see yourself a little different, I love to have you join me on the next one. And we can even talk about how our feelings and thoughts shape our reality. Thank you, and see you next time.